We shall see if things work or not. I cannot identify why the stream didn't start. Hopefully this time we're actually good. We are good. Mysterious error there. Unclear. There was a mysterious error that did not allow us to connect, or collect, if you like. But it looks good now. I have no clue. On my end, the Streamlabs OBS looked good, and there was no error message at all. I had no idea why. I think this happened once before. I didn't get a clean connection when I tried to collect. What's up? WJ Loof subscribed to tier 1. They subscribed for 4 months. Thank you. Alright guys, we're a little bit late, but late is better than not at all. So I'll say all the stuff I meant to say before, when I thought I was talking to you. Nothing important, of course. We will be streaming here tonight, and then we're down for 7 or 8 days between the 2nd and the 9th of November. I'm sorry to say there's no stream. This is my last American stream. This is my last American stream. Yeah, we're going to play some Blitz. Keep it loose. JCS trying to push for a simul. What's with the simul push? I don't think I can handle a simul. Too much stress. I won't be able to sleep tonight. We'll be back with the simul on the 10th of November. I'm missing your birthday. Sorry to hear that. I'm talking like Rudy Giuliani. I don't know what's wrong with me, but sorry to hear that. Yes, Rastro. I'm sorry to miss your birthday, WJ Loof. Let's get some Blitz challenges out there. Don't listen to that moderator. We're not having a simul today. He's gone rogue, like Mr. Coffee with the band hammer. Happy birthday in advance, WJ Loof. We are taking challenges 5+3. This is our 5+3. Play everybody. Mr. Coffee's crying. He's a crying seal. Guys, thank you for the donations. Jim's. I can't talk today. Jim with the gift subs. Number 1, Mr. Slowhand. Jim, Mr. Coffee, WJ Loof, Merle Dixon, Warnaki with donations this week. Thank you guys. Let's get some challenges out there. I want to see some challenges now. 5+3 casual. Or I'll have to go to the lobby and find a victim. Simul's too brutal. I can't do a simul. Anyway, not tonight. Alright, players. I just clicked on something. Play, lobby. Casual 5+3. Let's get this guy. Get him. Ambush. Alright. Hey, random guy. You're on my stream. You met Giuliani in the classical record store outside in Milan. He's like, yeah, that's what they claim. That's his excuse for going to Vienna. He loves he loves opera, dude. And I have a friend who's a radical right follower who also likes opera. He defended Giuliani. The basis of him being an opera lover. Alright. This guy's playing the opening pretty well. Brahms was threatening, sorry, the other arrow. Knight b5 coming to c7. Nothing wrong with opera. But, 12-hour stream. 24 hours. Check this guy. The 1700 random guy. Playing the funky... He's playing the funky Jabava setup. Castle queenside. Forced win for white. Now what's he going to do? Knight e2? He walked right into it. It's a subtle trap. It is a subtle trap. He thought he was getting active with me here. He thought he was getting... Knight b4? Does knight b4 do anything? Decentralizing. Thank you for that. My pleasure. Radical right. He's a radical right opera supporter. Alright. No, it was an old friend of mine who actually had to unfriend because he believes in fairy tales. Politics are splitting up our country, folks. That's why I'm moving to Hungary. All right. Rook c8. Game analysis today as well. Mule Skinner. Really? Everybody's trying for all this random stuff. You're trying for random stuff. Simul's game analysis. We just did game analysis yesterday. Mule Skinner, you submitted a game for game analysis. Were you the one? That was Ludwig. I mean, I would be willing to analyze a game. That's no problem. It's not like doing a simul. If you want to do like a game analysis instead of playing Blitz, I don't mind. We can do like analyze one game. That's fine by me. That's fine. No splits in Europe, no. No, everything's fine in Europe. No problems at all. All right. Putin is giving press releases from Hungary. Everything's fine. Totally normal. All right, F3, and all of a sudden my knight is like in a little bit of danger. We're gonna have to come back here. A3, C3, we're fine. This is good. Knight F5. Hey, this is a politics stream? No. All right. I got to get in my last anti-Trump sentiments before I leave. Warnaki, subscribing at tier 1. Subscribe for five months. Thank you, sir. Oh, it's in the text below? What? That's not supposed to be like that. It's in the text. I never changed the text. Are you serious? Oh man, I'm an idiot. My bad. All right, meant to change that. Let's see if we can change it on the fly here. Dude, what's up? What's up? Copy, let's see, properties. Thank you for reminding me. The text is wrong. I meant to do that and then I got distracted. All right, Blitz. 5+3, Blitz challenges. What's up? There we go. How's that look? Satisfactory? I'm liking this position. We're all over him. We're all over him here. The knight is in. It magically changed. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, guys. I didn't understand. I'm not coming back, WJ Loof. Well, not, you know. I don't live in America. I mean, I just like came here to do some stuff and never coming back. Well, no, I don't know. I mean, I might. I don't know what the future holds, but technically I live in Hungary. So I'm not like, I have no plans for coming back really, like to live here. Knight D3. Nice solid move, Brahms. Speaking of, spelled differently, but speaking of classical music, we have Brahms. He's like lively, you know, positional player, H4. This guy reminds me of one of our other opponents. Who does he play like? I feel a sacrifice coming on, a snacrifice. Well, I mean, I'm an American citizen, so, you know, I can come here if I want to, but I kind of need a place to live. Good defense. This guy is defending this position. Can't believe it. Dude is annoying. My God. $1,700. He likes defending. My friends call me a migrant. My poker playing friends. They said when I brought my mom to Hungary, they said we were migrants. All right, what's up? Migrant. I'm a migrant again. He dropped a d4 pawn. I think c3 holds everything together. It would have been really kind of hard to break him down after that. He doesn't drop that central pawn there. Okay, he's still not like immediately losing. Gotta be careful. You never know, and that kingside attack might crash through. Do you know how many times I played the black side of the curious attack? Damn. This guy's done this before. He's all about the old curious attack London system. But I have a surprise. You learn German to claim my father birthright if you ever need to expatriate. Yeah. Do you need to learn German to like being a German citizen? I would think like it wouldn't really be necessary. Like, well, a lot of countries. There's how good do you have to speak the language? How well do you have to speak the language? Just if you speak German, right? Or in my case, like Hungarian. I speak Hungarian to some degree. I could be a Hungarian citizen if I apply. I guess I should take on h8. I could be a dual citizen, but I'm not. I just have like residency. In my high school, you had to wake up at like 6:30 in the morning to do German. You had to like take the short bus to a smaller high school, something like that. Kabloing! I've been waiting to do this, dude, all my life. He had to play c3. He would have taken away all the fun from the position if he had played c3. No, it's a surprise. All right. That was fun. Wasn't that fun, guys? We can play. We can do political jokes. Have fun. Pick on our opponents. Let's get some challenges out there. Come on. Nobody wants to play 5+3 Blitz. What am I going to do? We could organize like an informal tournament if you guys want to. That's something else we could do. I wouldn't mind to do like a Blitz arena. But I don't feel like doing a simul. BlitzCon announcement. Mr. Coffee's challenging me. Alright, Mr. Coffee getting it started. 5+3. 5+3. Has anyone got a good solution against the wing gambit and the French mule skinner? I think you would do well in that. The French is your bread and butter. Mr. Coffee's going with his A game. The Kali system. Although he was doing well against me with Bishop G5. It looks like the Stonewall attack is coming. Do I smell the Stonewall attack? After pawn takes pawn, you know, it would be like an exchange Caro-Kann. Do you even play exchange Caro-Kann? Technically a reversed Queen's Gambit. Mr. Coffee playing the white side of the exchange Caro-Kann. Did not know he did that. Oh! Oh, it's like, it's a Stonewall now. Mr. Coffee's been studying this. He's been secretly studying the Stonewall, it looks like. Oh, snap. Yule Skinner's got to go to school. Have fun at school. C3. He's been studying this again. Stonewall attack. I don't know about this move. This may be a mistake. Uh-oh. Bishop G4 is not guaranteed. I think you should play Queen B3 there. You have an interesting position. Probably have to play Knight A5. I mean, you don't have to. It's just the best move. If you prefer the best move, you know, even this might be good. Mr. Coffee. Wonder if I should play bishop e7. I'm already going into like Gurgenidze Caro-Kann mode here. This is interesting, Mr. Coffee. Have you been secretly studying the stonewall attack for white? I'm not sure about bishop d6. Acerbate! The acerbate move. That's awesome. He did it. He played bishop e3. His favorite bishop. Yeah, where's Bob with the quote bot? Only if you want to play the best move. Queen b3. Okay, this is looking kind of weird. Queen d2. When I see that, I'm like, okay. I want that queen to stay there. Forever. Forever and ever. You have to stay with your wife for the rest of your life. Your queen must stay on d2 for the rest of your life. How about this? What if we change our mind? Hey, let's not say we did. No. No. Where's Jeroen? Our old moderator, Jeroen. He loves the Dutch, loves the birds opening. He would be down with this with white, dude. He would totally draw me from a position of this sort. Mr. Coffee is stodging it up. It's just Dr. Stodgy. Turning the stomach of every player who loves open positions. Yes, correcting his mistake. Nice. Nice. So what do? I take with a pawn on c6? How about endgames with a protected pass pawn on e4? Where's someone on sound? We need to start thinking endgame transitions already. Think the endgame transitions early, guys. Bishop e4. What's Mr. Coffee doing here? What's he doing? Am I taking with the queen or with the pawn on c6? What do you guys think? Queen or pawn? Wow. Oh my god, no way. Knight g4? Wow. That is unbelievable. All right. Unbelievable, but true. Keeping pieces on. Now, for the final question. What happens if bishop f5? Bishop f5, knight f2, bishop f4. Trading the worst bishop in history. Bishop f4, queen f4, g4. And I'm going to actually drop my e4 pawn. What What am I talking about? Okay, g4, bishop g6, queen takes e6 check, king h8. Oh, this is crazy. I don't know, man. Maybe I should just play like bishop g6, actually. I know you're jealous, James. Secret love for Bob. All right, bishop f5, rook a e8. So if knight f2, which is certainly not forced. So why would he play knight f2? I mean, knight f2 threatens g4. That's the reason to play it, but what else? Maybe he changes the game, acerbate, to randomly change the structure with c4. Then we've got this invasion over there. Gosh, I hate closed positions. Love them, hate them. Closed positions are like women. I'm gonna get in trouble. All right. Queen f3. I just wanted to say the standard. You can't live with them and you can't live without them, right? All right, queen f3. What's up, Mr. Coffee? What are you doing here? You're keeping an eye on my d5 pawn. You're like surveilling that. And also just protecting f4. You're begging me to play e5 and open it up, which drops a pawn with check. So tough. Universally useful move. King h8. Get away from the center where that pawn will not fall with check any longer. If I opt to press the red button with e5, we will no longer be dropping a pawn with check. The little red button on the desk with e5.
No!
The little red button on the desk.
No!
Alright. e5. a5. That's random. The one thing is like the standard minority attack. Uh-oh, it's acerbate again. He played c4. Changing the game historically with c4. Wow. What am I going to do? Take on c4. Doesn't win material. So much to think about here, Mr. Coffee. Bishop e4. An interesting move. Just for fun. Just for fun. To confuse Mr. Coffee. We also had other moves. Knight b4. Coffee's gonna stodge it up. Keep it stodgy. Oh, dude, you took. What? That's our new saying, JCS. In Mr. Coffee's absence. Our new catchphrase. Keep it stodgy. Is the queen trapped yet? I can't believe he took on e4. He's in panic mode. That's almost trapped. Man, knight b4. But I didn't miss anything. Keep it stodgy. Let's keep him busy here. He's got c5 now. That's kind of disturbing. All right, whatever. This is kind of tricky. He's got a couple pawns for the piece. And actually, I wanted to take on f4, and I... No, dude. Not a good idea. Alright, Mr. Coffee. Keep it stodgy. Stodge it up. So what's up with the f4, man? What is this? Secret Bjorn Anderson preparation. f4. Damn, dude, the secret Mr. Coffee. It's not a bad move. I mean, you're transposing to a kind of... See? c3, we're transposing. Bishop g4 has been played. The best move. Queen b3, I said. But is it? I never would have guessed you're trying to play the Stonewall again. It's like my first opening, Mr. Coffee. Queen b3 is not the best move according to the engine. Mr. Coffee played the best move, knight f3. So I was going to go Petrosian style here with like knight a5. Petrosian. Pretend it's a Queen's, Caro-Kann exchange variation. Like here, here, here. Where White's has played f4. This is playable for both sides. Okay, guys, interesting, Mr. Coffee. Petrosian's son, who also plays chess. Are you serious? His son, his real son, he would be, like, older than me, probably. Which means ancient. Asmir. But you're not going to say, like, Tigran Petrosian, you know, the Grandmaster is related. I mean, he could be, like, distantly related, but that's not his son or something. Alright, it's just, you know, it's just a common name. Son of Peter, Petrosian. Yeah, this... I don't know that they're even really related at all, you know. The legendary Tigran Petrosian and the modern Grandmaster are, as far as I know, not related. But I'm not an expert on the subject. I'm sure that we could find one for you. Now Jim's backing off. I think they're not related. I think so too. I mean, you wouldn't have heard about that, you know, kind of from the beginning. If the modern Tigran Petrosian had been related to the old one, it would have been, you know, everyday news for the last 20 years. A human interest story. Asmir. Samira. Mr. Coffee with the jokes, trying to make black pay for the wall. We had the Mexican wall game. That was a good one. A while back. Chess politics. You guys are speaking French. My best friend took French in high school. I took Spanish. We can do the Spanish, but not the French. The Tigran L. Petrosian. The first name was deliberately chosen by his father to match the name of the first Armenian world champion. That's cool. That's very cool. So bishop b4, huh? This is interesting. Why not? This is a kind of decent line for black. If I play d4, we go into a two knights tango. I guess I should play maybe e4. I kind of screwed the pooch there. Oh, it's so hard to be politically correct. Why didn't I play e4 on move 4? Black doesn't really have a good move after that, kids. I'm thinking. I missed my opportunity. Oh well, let's play something unsound. Somewhat Unsound is not with us today. I had a guy, I remember, I had a game in the Hungarian Team Championship like 5 years ago. I played the English and my opponent just went off. It was a Fianchetto English and he just played like h5, h4. It was 2100 FIDE player. I was like, okay, and I just took his like pawn on h4 with my knight. I wasn't castled or anything. There are some positions where you can do this, you know, and knight takes h4 and sack the exchange, like in the Dutch, notably. But Asmir, very aggressive now. I'm starting to be annoyed. Starting to be annoyed with myself for not being more aggressive on my end here. What am I going to do? Maybe castle? Strange. Bishop d2, also lame. Totally lame. Bishop d2. Any foreign languages there, Asterbate? No foreign language in high school. He did auto shop. I should have done auto shop. I don't really consider myself a fluent Spanish speaker, but I understand quite a bit. I should have continued Spanish in college. Made a very bad decision. I learned Spanish in high school for a couple years, and then I didn't continue to learn it in college, which would have been logical. Instead, I tried to learn Russian, which was an absolute waste of time. It's not a waste of time to learn Russian. Just for me, it was a waste of time because I wasn't devoted to it. You took Pennsylvania Dutch as an elective. Dude, are you serious? That's a thing? Pennsylvania Dutch is a language? Really? No way. Mr. Coffee will have to verify. Is that an actual thing? Old German. Man, Asmir is making this tough. Look at that, Queen d6 best move. Where is he coming up with this now? And the whole setup starts to make sense now. I thought the last time I played this guy, I killed him. Now he's Mr. Tricky, Mr. Dynamic, even. Wow. The whole position is starting to gel for black. Obviously, Dutch and German are closely related. Pennsylvania Dutch country. All right. Yeah, my parents are from Pennsylvania, so I know a bit about that. Queen d2. My whole family came from Pennsylvania. And we have a lot of German relatives. No Pennsylvania Dutch, though. All right. Asmir. Good thing Bob's not here. Thank God. Be in trouble. So, Samir. We'll call him Samir. Tough position. Not that bad for black, maybe. I don't like his structure. He's got some... I have one island, guys. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. It's just a beautiful thing. Smooth pawn structures. How many islands would you like? Yeah, that's already been arranged. Bishop c6. No, b5. This is pretty tricky. Wow. Can I surround that pawn? Oh, man. Man, this is tough. This guy is making my life difficult. Because of b5, knight a5, knight b3 check. Driving me berserk. Oh, now this is weird. He's moving to the other side. Signing the death warrant for his a4 pawn. Virtual death warrant. Maybe it's not too late, though, if he had played... Actually, it was too late. Damn, this game is taking 8 years. We've been playing this forever. My god, dude. Is this like 20 minutes? We've been playing this game now? It feels like 20 minutes. King d6, of course. I feel like the whole game is in slow motion. This is the kind of game that makes people play bullet chess. It makes them not want to play like 5+3 Blitz. It's like watching baseball. Like a really slow baseball game. Damn, dude. Optimal. The king's completely safe there. Nothing bad can ever happen. That knight, I gotta admit, it was on the side of the board. It wasn't really well placed on h4. Not really well placed on h4. You cannot have that. So he's got bishop takes c4 tricks. Bishop c4, pawn c4. I'm also having hallucinations. Yeah, this was actually an interesting move. Osmir has talent. America's Got Talent, right? France actually has talent in this case. Got a couple pawns. I was trying for the cheap mate astrobate with knight e4, but it just took it too long to get there. You know, I was trying to get it. With the knight on b6, I still wouldn't mate him, I guess. Squares, please. Squares. Can I have a square, please? We're stopping the counterplay with h4 now. Happy pawn structure. Everybody. Move 11 was telling me that Sam Shanklin apparently coming out with a book on pawn structure for something totally new. A new concept. eventually, let's do it. The earthquake of pawn structures. No! What do you call this? The chair? It's a chair. The pawn chair. Let's have another. Have another, brother. 4 pawn. The 4 pawn amoeba. Well, I have to be careful here. He missed rook a2 check, king e3, bishop takes d5, maybe. Maybe. He's a king hunter. No regard for pawn structure. Alright, man. Pawn structure is everything. Very important. Hatam. We've got Hatam Evgeny, Arsenal fan. What size? What am I reading? What else in chess is there really to write about, though? That's a good question. We're running out of concepts. I shouldn't criticize. I should not criticize. I wasn't really criticizing. I was just kind of kidding around. I don't know. It might be a good book. Homies. C4. Today was one of Magnus's worst days in his chess career. What happened? He lost to Wesley So? Chess 960 or something? It was today? I already knew that yesterday. I guess I'm psychic or something. That's awesome. I'm totally psychic. I thought he smoked him yesterday. Wow. Crazy. I was predicting it before it even happened. Look at this G3. It's kind of a cool move. Well, he got smoked yesterday and today. Is that what it is? I like the G3. JCS, are you down with this? What do you think? G3, Bishop G2? That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting stuff there from Hatams. He deserved revenge for getting his momentum destroyed in chess.com. I said it? Dude, why did I say that? Mr. Arsenal, whatever, dude. How can you put that on my stream? The site that should remain unnamed. Can we just delete that message without banning Arsenal fan? Alright. CD. I'd love to see this though. I guess he has to though. He can't just leave it hanging. I don't know what I'm thinking. He can't just leave it hanging. So it's another. Every game is a Caro-Kann Panov-Botvinnik system. This is like black is white and white is black. The quintessential. I'm going to write a book about isolated queen pawn positions. Perfectly viable position here for white. I bet we'll find a lot of games in this position if we were to look in the online opening explorer. So what to do with black here? Yep. I don't know. Maybe it's risky to play b6. So that's out. Bishop g4. I guess we throw it out there. This is equality for black. Too equal, you know what I mean? I think that truthfully, like criticism can be drawn of my move 5. C takes d4. It equalizes, but it sucks some of the life out of the position by simplifying to some degree. I've been criticized by my friend, International Master Albert Bokrosh, who He's like 2,500. He's a very strong IM. He has like 8 GM norms, but no title. Albert was like, Bill, you just play too correctly, you know. He calls me Bill. So you just play too correctly. You have to create more crazy positions. All right, I'm doing a bad accent. Looks like I can play knight takes d4 here. No. Knight d4, knight d5, queen d5. I'm afraid I'm about to allow something bad. Rook e1, calmly played. Dude, knight takes d4, knight takes d5, queen takes d5, knight takes d4. And if queen takes d4, it's just like a draw, basically. I could even lose a piece there at the end. Wow, I could actually lose a piece to rook e4 at the end of the day. Be down a piece. Knight d4, knight d5, queen d5. That's disturbing. Huh. All right. I didn't see that, but he did. How's it possible to have 8 GM norms and not be a GM? You know, no, he didn't reach the rating. He didn't reach 2,500. He was close. I think he got as high as like 2,480 something. He must not have the rating requirement. Yeah. But he was close to 2,500. Basically a GM without the title. Yeah, it's like ridiculous. He's like 2,460 or something, I think. Now, I don't know. The last time I checked. Yeah, I don't know how he's not a GM. You know, you just play. I would just play until I got the rating back over. Bishop e3. Really solid position by white. Classic Tarash. You may say really solid position for black, and you would be telling the truth too, but not easy to crack white here. 93, fe3. Can we try to get frisky with anything like this? Abandon control of the center. Abandon control of e5 and d4. Disappointing you, no a5. You've got to find more appropriate positions to suggest a5 or Naki. I feel like there's another trick. Yet another trick, like knight c3, pawn c3, rook c3, bishop d2. That's really annoying. So I guess I just have to start to worry. Starting to worry now. Queen a4. I wonder how much he's actually calculating. Just realized I had this move. You've been playing badminton for 11 years. Wow. Every day? I'm just kidding. One of the chess trainers from Hungary, what's his name? Karoly Tibor. He constantly He's really into ping pong. He's constantly posting stuff about either ping pong or badminton. Stop defending so well, please. There goes the center. Pressurize this. Queen c8. Avert your eyes. Queen c7 allows bishop f4. Allows bishop f4 an improvement of the white bishop from f4, from e3 to f4. Whereas queen c8 does not allow for this improving move. Now knight e5, perhaps sacrificing a pawn. Beer pong. Never played beer pong. Sounds fun though. Yep, he found it. So I have to give up my bishop. This guy seems really strong. Is he seeing all these tactics, or is he just getting lucky? That's what I'm wondering. I have to be careful around my king side on the dark squares. Smells like a mistake. Yeah, he's got some trick. I feel like I'm missing something. I mean, he could probably win an exchange back. Queen d6 or something. Queen e7, queen f6, bishop h6. I wouldn't resign just yet if I was white. He should try to get in there on the dark squares, and then he can win back his exchange. Is this over? Queen e6, knight a1. I mean, it's a whole rook momentarily. I guess objectively it's not enough. Alright, interesting game. I bet the opening, though, is like standard. Where's my opening book? Come on. No positions where this has ever been played? That's unbelievable. Wait, where's the opening explorer? How is there no games in the opening explorer for this position? That's ridiculous, dude. There's no way this has never been reached. Why is my opening explorer not working? It just doesn't like this. G3, huh? I bet you if you reversed this position, played it with colors reversed, you would actually find... I think there's nothing really tragically wrong with what he did. Nest up. Squirrel style. Knight f3 from Yevgeny, his patented first move. Tough to play against this. I hate this. My new anti-knight f3 move. a6. You're going to play knight f3, I'm going to play a6. h6 is Bassman. No, I'm not going to do that. This is like my game with white against Michael Valvo in the New York Open. He was a Hungarian. He's an American IM who lived in Colorado, who died. So the idea is c5, but I'm not sure how good it is objectively. I could also play b5. Like, what's wrong with b5? e6, c5, or b5? I actually went over some games for my video series on the Blumenfeld. I think there were games with knight c3, b5. Wojtasek or someone good actually like sacked this pawn in a real game. I mean, that would be really dubious for black to sacrifice that pawn wing gambit style. I can't believe that's even a thing. I guess you could play d5 here, turn it into a type of Catalan. JCS hates black's position. So do I. There's two of us. But you've got to be creative to play for a win against knight f3. You have to play some bad positions or go home. Time for a positional death. This guy's he's a good positional player. Thank you, WJ Loof. So you're literally talking about got to get home. Get to go home or got to go home? WJ Loof. They're different things. You get to go home. Not to be confused with got to go home. It's Friday, you get to go home. So you eventually got to get to a kind of... I'm laughing at my own stupid jokes, but nobody else will. You kind of get to a Polish defense here. The Polish defense, like d4, b5, essentially. Played by Anatoly Karpov, I believe. Yevgeny's favorite player. Sadly, Karpov never did accept my friend request on Facebook so far. Very disappointed. Very hurt, deeply hurt. We're deeply hurt, Tolia. So, now what? The proverbial question. If queen b6, the computer says bishop e3. Let's try it. Bishop e3, knight g4. Does he have Facebook? Yeah. I think it's relatively new. Pretty sure it's real. Someone could troll it, like Bob, and create like a fake Anatoly Karpov Facebook, but I think it's real. We have a couple of mutual friends. I've never seen like Kasparov pop up like on Facebook. I don't use Facebook much, but I have the account. It's kind of like that other chess site. Oh, I like Facebook better than that. Polish sausages are good. Technically like d4, b5, right? That would be the classic Polish. a4 now. Whoops. You lost me on that move. a4. Queen sacrifice, anybody? He's essentially threatening to play knight takes b5. And pawn takes a4 and knight takes a4 feels kind of annoying. Although not the end of the world for black. I don't know where my queen really is going to go after that. So this is kind of pissing me off. Why don't I just take on d4 and he takes on b5? Is that it? Is that for reals? Damn, that's annoying. We could try to play a kind of uber complicated position here. Just instantly knight b5. I was thinking this. And it's complicated. Karpov couldn't come to the US to deny his visa? Really? Just recently? That's crazy. Well, he's in the Russian Duma, dude. And I don't know, what's up with Russian American politics, so. But in Karpov's case, that is pretty exceptional. he's been in the United States a million times. He has lots of friends here. That's pretty weird. Wow. He's in the category with Luke Van Velli, where he's not allowed to come to the country. That's kind of diss. The new administration, probably they don't have records going back to 1995 or something. Karpov's just another member of the Russian Duma, according to the Trump administration. Alright, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just a weird position. Of course he's very friendly, man. I mean, everybody knows him. He's been coming to the United States since the early 80s. I mean, well, maybe not that early, but he used to work a lot with Ron Henley. They were very close friends. Henley was like his second. I mean, Karpov has a million friends in the United States. That's crazy. But I told a story about Van Whaley. We met a couple of years ago, and he was kicked out of the United States and not allowed to return because he like illegally told them he was teaching at a chess camp and accepting money. Like he was just it was something stupid, like a one-off chess camp, and he's so honest that he didn't think to lie, so he told them, yeah, I've got a job at a chess camp, and they were like, oh, you can't come back in the country for 5 years. He's a really nice guy too, but it's ridiculous. You know, he was probably like some minor pay he was going to get for some little chess camp, and like he was just being honest about it. Interviewed Karpov extensively. Well, I don't know where Karpov is. You know, I don't know much about Karpov recently. I know he would come to you to Polgar's events in Budapest. So they're friends. Yeah. Once I played Henley in the New York Open in the 90s. And that was when he was like Karpov's second in the early 90s. And we had a Nimzo. It was like, I was white. Henley was playing the same repertoire as Karpov. So, forgive me, Jim, if I've ever told this story before. But, we've had a draw, but it was a theoretical line. And apparently there was some sort of novelty played by one of us. And when the game was over, you're supposed to like submit your score sheets. It was a draw. We were supposed to submit our score sheets to the arbiter. And he was like, no, give me your score sheet. Give me your score sheet. So I was like, what do you mean? Like, he was like, no. So he like basically didn't want me to submit the score sheet because Karpov would be angry or something, because he had used like one of Karpov's opening ideas, apparently. He wanted to hide the game from the database. I guess like Karpov didn't want him trying out his novelties or something. So like insisted that I don't submit the game. He didn't like take it away from me, but he was like, please don't, put that in. Because in those days there was no DGT boards, and how's this pawn doing? $2,600 US, right? I mean, he was never that high in FIDE rating. What just happened? My opponent just gave me a piece? That's weird. Castling's always good. Not always, but in this case, probably a good place to go. Why did you play d5 instead of bishop takes f3? I didn't think about bishop takes f3. To be quite honest, Mr. Arsenal fan. Asterbate and I don't like to part with our white square bishops on b7 in general. It could be a technical problem here. Hopefully not. He has rook c7. But it looks like I have bishop a6 or bishop c6, and everything should be okay. Okay, weird opening. Weird opening Wednesday. I don't know if that will come back, maybe. So it's being classified as the Gingy Indian defense. So there's games here. Not the most reliable players with black. See where we left theory. Spanish, I am there. Knight c3 novelty. b4. I'm supposed to play b4. I was concerned about knight a4. I don't remember now. I mean, if I play, like, if he plays knight b5 and I play queen b6, he has a4. There I can take. But what's surprising to me is, like, after queen b6, his move a4 is actually... It's like an exclamation point move. a4. And play that fast. That is... Well, one of the only ways to really try to open the game. But knight c3 is a theoretical novelty. Bishop f4 seems to be the best move. It's a risky system for black, but we try to win with black against knight f3. It's not easy to do. Got to take some risks. Playing dubious stuff. d6, a6. This was a total brainstorm by me like a couple weeks ago. You know, I've played b5 against knight f3. So I was sitting there and I was thinking, like, what can I play against knight f3 that's interesting, you know? And then it hit me that I've tried b5 before, but I don't like knight f3, b5. Arsenal fan. Om's on Twitch is here. Wow, it's late for Om's on Twitch, but Om's on Twitch. Don't worry, we're coming back to Europe, so you'll be able to watch the stream and participate. Share his love for the Sicilian dragon. Well, not the regular dragon. You mean what? Henley pronounces Karyakin. I don't know what it is with Henley pretending to be the accelerated dragon expert. Like, what's up with that? Like, Henley never played the accelerated dragon. That's weird, you know? He has like a Karpov second. What's he talking about? At some point, I think he started to try to steal Roman's repertoire or something. You know, Roman did all those videotapes on accelerated dragon, and it feels like, and the Gingy Indian, suddenly Henley plays the Gingy Indian. Gingy, I mean, they know each other. You know, Henley would sometimes, they were in touch. Like when I would hang out with Roman, he was in touch with Henley. They weren't like talking all the time, like best buddies or something. It's hard to stay, you know, friends with Roman for long, but it's weird for me, the Henley and accelerated dragon thing. I don't know about that. I think he's just trying to steal Gingy's repertoire or like continue it or something, you know. That wasn't his. He didn't play that stuff, I don't think. You know, he played the Nimzo, which Roman also played, you know. I just feel like Henley's jumping on the bandwagon there. All right, what are we playing? We're playing the Spanish with black. We don't play the Spanish. He's playing the Spanish. I don't know what I'm doing. Nothing against Henley, but I just feel like that's kind of made up, you know. He's stealing Roman's openings. Knight f6. Back to good old Europe. Exactly, good news. Alms, this is for you, man. Alms likes to play the black side of the Spanish. We have a correspondence game, right? The start of the Spanish. So when somebody was talking about PGS Soccer Rook was talking about the anti-Marshall, something about somebody at the European Championship playing a novelty there. Almost like the Chigorin variation. I don't know. I don't know if I've never seen Arsenal fan really, you know, his game. Because I don't play the Spanish really with black. Speaking of Anatoly Karpov, we got to play the Zaitsev. D4. D4 is normal, right? Right. So, what am I thinking here? Can I play this move? Arsenal fan is not really like a theoretical type player, but everybody knows the first 10 moves of the Roy Lopez. It's probably the most important opening in chess, at least according to some people. I think that's less so now than it ever was, probably. Weird systems. Does anybody know what I'm doing? Does anybody know what I'm doing here? You think like Arsenal likes tension? Your countryman, Mark Hebden, he likes to play the black side of the Lopez with Queen D7. So what now? I can't play G6. The heck am I supposed to do? What the heck? What the heck am I supposed to do? Seriously. Can I play D5? Is that crazy? This doesn't seem good. I'm just running out of time. Well, he just made one natural move after another. And now I don't have a plan. Strange. I would see how Arsenal fan is on a par with Bobby. He's handling here. It's a weird way to play the Zaitsev variation. Damn, dude. We're gonna have to come with something creative, I think. I don't really trust my position, but it may not be that bad. In the end, we got a Chigorin. Bishop is on d8. Maybe it's not that bad. It's on a5 anyway. Yeah. My knight is kind of funky. I think this might have been a mistake. I guess I should think about knight c4 to make sure I can get back in the game. Does anybody know what I'm doing? I don't play this opening. Knight on a5. Don't make fun of my knight on a5. Okay? It's a very important piece. Don't make fun of my blunders. Just ripping me apart. My God, I just lost my d-pawn. That's good. This is like playing a GM. Okay, fast and strong. Jesus Christ. Rip me apart again. Look at Arsenal fans' score lately. He's got 2 out of his last 3. 2 out of his last 4. I just hung the d6 pawn. Dude, wow. Utterly lost position, of course. I think White played perfectly the entire game. I was so... Look at this, rook a2. Really? Wow. I've never seen such a systematic display. He's 1835. Come on. 1835 in Blitz. Yeah, rook a2 is a really high level move. Not a move I would find quickly. He found it in like 1 second. So systematic and fast. Really don't know what I can do. I literally feel like I'm playing against a GM. In between move, bishop b5. Wow, that's interesting. Is there any hope? It just keeps coming at me. Like there's no stopping it. White's play very confident. Every single move. The maximum aggression possible. Positional maneuvering. Dude. Knight d2, knight c4. Wow, it's like Benoni style. He instantly sees it. Very bad blunder. Let's check this out. Wow. $1,800 in Blitz. That was just like getting destroyed like a baby. I just got ripped apart by a 2,400. I feel like I just played a title player. I mean, that was, wow. Why is my Stockfish coming up with these huge numbers for us here? Why does it say like 74 cent upon loss for white and 96 for black? Okay, at the end, I might have had 96, but... This just seems like it's messed up. Those numbers don't look right. He's like made 2 inaccuracies and it's saying 60 cent upon loss for white. It's ridiculous. Why would he have 60 cent upon loss? Arsenal fans should be a title player, I think. After a game like that, dude. Queen d7 and bishop d8, it's a known line, I'm pretty sure. There's something wrong with the opening, the Stockfish. This isn't right. You can't have 2 inaccuracies and 49 cent upon loss. So this is like played by Kovalenko, Harderson, Mark Hebden, a lot of people. It's like a known variation. White's just better here. A4 is #1 move according to Stockfish. This is just desperation. I thought this was a mistake by me. Maybe I should play like knight c4. A4 was to deter queen a8. A4 is just a totally, normal move. I don't know about queen a8 being an important... I don't think queen a8 is an important likely thing to happen. Pepe Lu rating with a party of 5. So I don't know why the Stockfish can't analyze the game properly. There's something wrong with it. This isn't right. It's not 49 cent upon loss for white. It was like almost a perfect game. Okay, SB 362. Have I played this player before? Yes, once. The Acerbate defense. What's up, Pepe Lu? Good to see you. Yeah, that was an impressive game by white. Suspicious name? Because it has numbers in it. Pepe Lu subscribed. Wow. Awesome, man. Thank you. Tom's on Twitch. Thanks for joining. And sorry for that attempt at playing the black side of the Spanish, which I really don't have a clue. As you can see, I don't know what I'm doing, but it was fun. I didn't know that Arsenal fan was like a international master with white in the Roy Lopez. That's a pretty brutal game he just displayed there. Wow. You should start playing in Spanish. I don't play E45, dude. I mean, you can play the Spanish all you want. I won't play knight c6. You need to book up on it. Apparently, I need to book up on it, not you. You played like all the best possible moves the whole game. Looks pretty booked up to me. Oh, well, I'm good with white, dude. I just can't play with black, you know. Because I can't play it with black doesn't mean that I'm bad with white. I actually play okay with white in the Spanish. I just don't play it with black. It's a completely different thing, in my opinion, you know. Feels like a completely different thing, playing white and playing black. Knight h5, controversial. I don't really like getting my bishop stuck on h2 necessarily in this type of structure. It can be a little bit out of play in some respects. Alright, well this looks like a good King's Indian. It's a good King's Indian for me. Maybe black can play e6. Alright, we'll prepare it. Maybe this is bad. SB 362. Maybe I'll lose 2 games in a row now. Damn. We had another player from Scotland, Big Money, who used to watch the stream. I wonder if that's him. He's got a new account. Are you Big Money? When was this account created? Man, knight c4 was a mistake. I'm pretty upset about the last game. I don't like getting crushed by people. I very rarely get crushed. I lose, you know, but I don't get crushed. But I was just crushed. Even against strong players, I rarely get crushed like that. So black misses b5, which is strange. That's the entire plan here. The only plan for black. I mean, honestly, after knight c4, this is a huge blunder. Not to play b5 when you could play it. You know, it looked really powerful. You get my e4 pawn in exchange. I mean, okay, the move in the text move is okay for black, but suboptimal. Bishop on b7. Acerbate. Bishop on b7 is bad. Yes. I almost played f4. I mean, it doesn't have to be bad if he was able to achieve e6 somehow, right? But let's see, I played knight d2. Knight d2 is okay. He played knight back. So at this point, yeah, he doesn't have e6. I don't know why I didn't play f4. Oh yeah, that's why I didn't play f4, because he has e6. If I play f4, then e6, and that's what I was thinking, Coach AH. Is it possible that f4 allows black to break out with e6? I mean, obviously I dropped a pawn against the guy the last game, Arsenal, but I was strategically lost. Like, that's why I was so freaked out about the knight on f5 that I just hung my d6 pawn, but he basically refuted the entire variation that's been played by grandmasters in like 1 minute. He'll have f5 though. I mean, f5 is the kind of controversial move that I try to stay away from. You know, it's a weird move. A lot of times in the Benko Gambit and openings like that, people will try to play f5, but it's very controversial. You know, it creates a lot of weaknesses. He's bounced his knight back and forth with no clear plan. Now again, b5 becomes a threat. I mean, I told him before he should have played b5. Now he's getting a second chance to do that effectively. f4, b5. Arsenal with his queen a8 comment, you know, he did it to prevent queen a8. It's like the fifth most important thing there, but a4 is just a good move, like in every position. Maybe I should play e5. You know, I've been kind of declining to do this, but it's not really ready yet. Black's threatening b5 on the move here. Strongly. I like put my queen on e3 so I can get skewered by bishop d4. Something like that. Yeah, you always play I mean, the a4 is like a routine move in the Roi Le Pez. There's not always a concrete reason. I know this is weird, but it stops b5. It does the job. I never should have put my knight on c4 too quickly there. a4 is almost never bad with white in the Spanish, right? It's just a standard move. The only thing is if you play, you know, you've got to kind of decide where you want to play for the most part. Are you trying to play on the king side? Or are you trying to play on the queen side? Sometimes in the Spanish you overextend yourself by trying to play in too many places at the same time. Yeah, rook a3 move is something I use a lot in analogous positions. But here it's not happening. b5. He missed this earlier. It was extremely strong. When I mistakenly played knight c4, he plays b5. I'm not lost, but I think I have a bad game. After AB, knight b5, knight e4, black destroys my central pawn. Terrible. I was fazed by the last game, though. I still haven't mentally recovered from getting crushed. Now it looks like we're pretty good. I guess again he's got e6. I gave him e6 again. e5's a bad move, I think. No, he does have e6 or not? Well, it's all complicated, right? I take en passant, he takes. I take on d6, he takes on e4. I take on e4, he takes with the bishop. So there's a lot to think about there. I mean, maybe I'm winning a pawn. There are other considerations too. f5, f takes e5. I mean, I'm not sure what's happening here at the end of the day. I didn't analyze this far enough, but it actually looks pretty good for black. If I take the pawn on e6, he plays rook e8. So this bishop, yeah, that's good. Wow. Yeah, black's just okay after everything's said and done. I don't like my control of the center. I don't like this bishop on h2. I don't like the fact that he has d5 completely owned. He's hanging on to his pawn over there. There's a lot to think about, right? Knight d6. Oops. He missed bishop c2. Man, I'm playing horribly. Really playing horribly. Missing a lot of stuff. He's missed moves here too. We're both missing stuff. But now I'm starting to see the light. This bishop is just gross. Let's weaken my position a little bit more. G4. We have a slight edge, but I think that black is still in the game. He's done a good job. This appears to drop a pawn. Right. Slightly panicky play by black. At least I'm comfortable in the endgame. We have that going for us. Knight g8. He's apparently quite quick. I was thinking bishop g1 actually. He's got to make a run for it. Make a run for it. Not convincing. Not a good game by me. I had many mistakes in that game. I still didn't recover from last game. Black missed a lot of opportunities, like c4, knight c4, man. Look at this position. Just play b5 here. This is what you're hoping for when you play this opening. And after b5, white's worse. I think that white's probably worse. This is the whole point of black's opening. Pepe Lou, thanks, but you're too kind. Yeah, I wish I played better. I feel like black played better than me. You know, he just missed his opportunities. All right, Alsol, chess. Normally I don't take challenges from players who have less than 100 games. Let's do it. F5 was strong. When did he suggest F5 instead of, you want to play like F5? Just like that? Oh, I had F5 in the endgame? My bishop was on h2. Really? Oh, that's good. I'm awake. At least I'm tactically seeing everything. I didn't feel comfortable in that game. I don't play enough Blitz. I'm out of practice, honestly. My mind is just not really fast enough. I'm doing a lot of commentary, 7+3, 5+3, slow games with, simul games. I haven't played enough like 5-0 to kind of keep me sharp. If I were to sit around all day one day and play maybe like 50 to 75 Blitz games, it would probably go a long way. I just think that I'm not that sharp as I should be, Blitz-wise. Guys, I'm moving back to Hungary next week, and the stream will be down. This will be my last stream until November 10th. We'll be doing a simul on November 10th. You guys should also check out Pepe. Pepe Luz he's got a stream as well. So do that. Anatoly Karpov rears his ugly head again here. My Karpov influenced Tarkova variation. So this player only with 60 games. Don't tell me he's like undefeated or something. He's gonna play like a perfect game. I already lost to Arsenal fan. I had a terrible game last game. We started off all right. I think I just need more beer. It's Friday and I need more beer and I'll play better. Guys, thanks for supporting the stream, by the way. Jim leading in gift subs. Jim also leading in donations. So he passed Mr. Slowhand. I didn't even realize that. Mr. Jim. You snuck ahead of Mr. Slowhand at the end. Knight d7. You're sounding so British, Arsenal fan. I had a lovely cider after my badminton today. God, I should be banned from doing British accents. It's just ridiculous. I was almost okay at it at one point, but now it sounds stupid. So we're not going to attempt it anymore. You don't know when you watch the stream again. Anytime you want is the answer, because you can watch the replays. No, you know. I'll have some badminton with my apple cider. Jolly good old... I can't do it. I'm totally Americanized from my living over here. Totally Americanized with my speech now. Alright, we gotta take this, let him activate, and then get out. Knight takes c5 as possible. I don't really fear it. It's okay if he wants to do that. Olivier Lucas, you reached your objective and finished the monthly classic at top 50. Number 18. Nice job. You don't sound like that, Arsenal, but you do sound funny with the... It's not the way you sound that's funny, it's the comment. Badminton and apple cider. You just, lawn tennis. We're playing some lawn tennis, old boy. You don't just call it tennis, you'd be like lawn tennis. The lawn tennis club. It doesn't go with your, with your English pub crawl style. You can't like do badminton and apple cider and be like a football fan too. It's like one or the other. You got to make up your mind, man. What kind of stereotypical British person you are? The classy badminton player, or the guy from the pub who watches football? You got to fit into a category. King in the center and an extra pawn. This is money. The temptation is so strong to take that knight on e6. I wonder, though, in the back of my mind, is it the right thing to do? I'm not sure this is the right decision. But I have a really strong king here. His bishop's not great. Is this a win? It's pretty close. If it's not, it should be pretty close to a win. Though, Black has resources. Black has the queenside majority. He's only down 1 pawn. Is it good enough? I thought I had a plan at some point. Planet Lobster. Is this the right idea? Perhaps. Don't know why I said Planet Lobster. It was just a weird thing to say. I'm playing awful. I feel like I'm in a fog. The game against Arsenal fan deeply bothered me. I played the Spanish just on a whim. The black side of the Spanish, even though I don't study it or play it. And I feel very embarrassed that I did that. Horrible game. Check. If check, king g8. Interesting. Active king never cries. My friend Sitash Gabor says the active player never cries. That may not always be true. Sometimes the active move is not better. So what happened in the rugby final? I don't follow rugby, but I was curious. It's what, South Africa against England? Is that it? Am I on the right page? It's tomorrow morning. This is a little annoying. This guy has some play here. You know, on lichess, it's not usual to run into someone who's good at endgames. Very uncommon. Okay, his king has been pushed out, but he does have the B pawn. You know, the last hope, essentially. Still hanging in there, black is. The glimmer of hope. No, after rook b7, he has b4. I think that's a good... With rook c3 check, Arsenal? That's a problem, dude. I have a problem there. No, I think I did the right thing. If I let him have the c file and he plays b4, and... Yeah, but he's playing like rook c3 check, rook a3. I could be in serious trouble. I could lose. Even. I think he made a mistake now with rook b6. Maybe. But I don't know if he had a good move or not. Thanks for watching, guys, and subscribing. I'm sorry I have to take 8 days off. Basically, the better part of a week. I'm packing up my stuff and moving back from the United States to Hungary permanently. My house is going to remain empty here in the US until I sell it. It better sell. No simul, no. We're gone. Thanks. Yeah, we're gonna stream from Hungary back to our old schedule. It'll be a mix of European late morning and evening, you know, and early evening, and alternating between late mornings and early evenings in Europe. Next stream is a simul on the November 10th. I'll be playing Hungarian Team Championship, and I got distracted. Sunday the 10th is 6:30 European time. So rook a7, it's good enough for me. He's got b3. I just take it, and I think that pawn will fall. Getting a little ahead of myself. Rook a7. Optimal rook position. Our pawn structure is one island, can defend itself, essentially. Very compact. You know, the the base of the pawn chain here. He's double attacked on a5, so that's going. It's just necessary to take this pawn, it looks like, with a knight, which is slightly awkward. Shouldn't be a problem. He's going down. My island is bigger than your island. Your islands. The little islands. Removing a takes b3. I was already ready for b3. It's kind of funny. I knew somebody was going to notice. I tried to hide it. Pepe Lou. He has this move. That's annoying. Maybe I should just say screw it, you know. d5. Actually, I could just take here. This is good. I was hoping no one would notice that embarrassing false pre-move. I'm gonna go for it now. Yeah, this is over. Stalemate is a possibility, guys. It's always a danger. You gotta keep your eyes open. Let's get that pawn. This is annoying. You're annoying me, dude. How annoying is that move? Seriously. Alright. You know what? Screw it. If you're gonna be that way, give me that. Dude, making me have to play this out. Really? Alright, thank you. PSG Soccer Rook. Oh, Atlanta Gambit. Atalanta. The Atlanta Gambit. My friend, International Master Carlos Perdomo, recently became a U.S. citizen. He lives in Atlanta. I was thinking about him because he's from Colombia. And today there was a couple that came to buy my house. And the guy was from Colombia too. Colombia. Bishop f4. Again, the system. The system. Our patented system. Knight b5 is almost a forced draw. Funny line. All right, that was long and painful. I like it that way. I like to torture my opponents. Sadistic chess master. Oh no. It's a novelty. He's prepared. He's got the anti-bishop g4 hooked up. Anti or anti? What do you guys prefer? So now we're on our own, as Fritz Ford would say. h3. What do we do? I'm not really a Slav player. I mean, bishop f5 definitely Sarawan approved move, right? But I feel like we're going into the Jabava pawn avalanche there with bishop f5. What's our general plan? There is no general plan. You can certainly play g6. This is an important theoretical. Take care, Pepe. Thanks for joining us and subscribing. Check out his stream, guys. Oh man, I don't know what to do after h3. The crushing h3. Maybe knight c6, just wait and see policy. Is that how it works in the army? The wait and see policy? Now, is bishop f5 better now or worse? Somehow I like it better now. I don't know why. One kid to bed, two to go from Atlantic Gambit, who's also subscribed. I guess he's been subscribed though. I mean, this move makes me happy. I like to see that. I like to trade my bishop for the bishop. It's good. It's solid. Just, I want to make sure we're getting the maximum return on our investment. I think I gotta do it though. PSG Soccer Rook plays too fast. He plays every game like it's a bullet game. I don't think Jobava, well, we would call him Jobava, right, in Hungary. Jobava, the master of the system with white. I don't think he would approve of castling kingside. You have to be as maniacal as possible to be a true believer. Bishop d6 is definitely shake hands and play another game next week. Bishop d6 is like a grandmaster draw, you know, seriously. It's just what you would see in the European team championship, you know, between 2600s. Bishop d6, queen d6, rook e1, castles, draw. Who do you think is the most creative grandmaster? Well, I mean, that's a really tough question because you're talking about so many grandmasters at so many rating levels now. But I mean, if we're talking top players, if we restrict ourselves to the top players, you know, you've got a lot of good candidates. Yabava, Rapport, they're kind of on the borderline of maniacs. You know, it's like going beyond creative to foolhardy. This is basically an exchange Caro-Kann. Now Pomniachtchi is influenced by Morozevich, which automatically qualifies him. I think Dubov is really creative. Maybe his style isn't that, you know, crazy or anything. I really like Dubov, Nepomniachtchi, with the Morozevich influence. Mamedyarov is my favorite, probably, you know, for creative players. Though he's been kind of having a bad spell for a while. He had such a dominant period last year. Nepomniachtchi is like the improved, slightly more sound version of Morozevich. Weedmaster was supposed to go get Chinese food. I heard some rumbling around the house. My fear is that he's not even left yet. Weedmaster, step on it. I want the house soup. All right. Castles, bishop h6 resigns, right? G6 is like a draw. G6 draw. I mean, it's a draw if you want to draw. You can try to draw. Wonder if it's actually good for white, this position. I guess I could try to castle queenside. I really should think about it. Instead of just draw, whatever. Like I was thinking bishop h6, bishop f8, bishop g5, bishop e7, bishop, etc. Another grandmaster draw, but maybe I should really go for it. Castling queenside is not completely nuts here. I also have bishop h6, bishop f8, bishop g5, queen c7. Hey, that might work. Yeah, you guys need a break from me, Bob. You've been through it before. It's all right. I'm wondering if I should even do that, you know? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to play it. I was afraid if bishop f8 he just takes it and plays for a slight edge. Although structurally he's worse here. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with bishop f8, king f8. That would probably be my default plan in a tournament game. If this was my game in the Hungarian Team Championship next Sunday, I would probably do that, you know. All right, so this is an interesting pawn sacrifice my opponent is offering here. Queen e5, bishop f4, and then something like queen f6. I'm not sure I believe him. Queen e5. Bishop f4, queen f6. It does seem dangerous to take that. True. Yeah, I missed the point. It's this cheapo with bishop g7. I totally missed it. It's not that bad though. It's all good. I'm down the exchange. I can't believe I fell for that. So embarrassing. I should have just taken the draw variation with bishop e7. Now he's just better. It's still not easy though. I have some compensation. The c-file, my good king. Bishop isn't a bad piece. White needs good technique to win this, I would say. Asking for trouble. Knight there. What's that about? Is knight b2 a good move or just a catastrophic blunder? It's a good question. He missed some really strong moves there. Yeah, that's good. That works. Damn it. He's got like some kind of... God, I missed such a strong move. I'm such a fool. Dude, this is so funny. The Chinese people sounded like Charlie Brown. Wah, wah, wah. I can't believe they sound like that. That's crazy, dude. That was lucky. He walked into the mate. Oh man, that's so cheap. But I feel better about this cheap game. I feel so much better about today now. Alright. Someone in sound said I'm hard to kill. Atlantic Gambit. Are you here? Am I here? He tried to play, practically. So many points he was like easily winning, but I think he was, trying to push me on the time, which is normal, It's hard to find the killer moment, where you should just kind of think a little bit longer and really put me out of my misery there. I think that maybe that's the secret to that kind of position. I mean, particularly when it's increment, maybe you should just spend a little bit more time, try to finish me off, instead of just keeping the quick moves coming. Well, I don't think he was trying to flag me necessarily, Plucro, but he was... Good to see you, by the way. He was... Who plays this variation? Is Bishop E3 a move? Sacking a pawn? Sacking a pawn to... Bishop E3, Queen B2, Knight B5? Bishop B4. Can I do like castles? Bishop takes C3, Rook B1? What am I talking about? Is that right? Yeah, I can probably do that. Let's try this. This is for fun. Alright, just for fun. I shouldn't do stuff for fun. Oh, this is Feingold? Oh, is it really Feingold? He's got a low rating. Probably it's Feingold. I mean, he drew me last game, so that's standard. He has the same score as Feingold, only draws. I draw with everybody. I'm an equal opportunity drawer. There's no shame in draws. Anyway, that's not greedy or anything. Totally. Totally not greedy at all to play Queen takes B2. So I was thinking Bishop B4 castles, Bishop takes C3, Rook B1. That's the depth of my analysis. The deep, dark depths of my analysis. And white has good play, I guess. Does that make sense? It's very deep. Well, I mean, I guess it could be Feingold if he let his chess club buddies play on the account or something. Could totally be. Right? The guy's got an Atlanta Chess Center or whatever. You play 2600 and you let little kids play that are 1200 and you balance it out at 2000 or something. No, I think his son is pretty good. He's following my advice. Sack the queen, my friend. Sack the queen. But here I have knight, I didn't even consider knight c7 check, by the way. I just played rook b1. I mean, I could play knight c7 check first. I'm not even thinking about it. I mean, clearly I have great compensation here. If I play knight c7 check and take his rook, right? What's happening? I don't know. It feels materialistic. I want to be down a pawn instead. It's pretty insane mentality. One must calculate everything one sees. No, no. You must calculate the forced variations if you have time. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. USCF rating 1920. It says you, Bob. I had a student who played this line for black, who shall remain nameless. Very strong blitz player. But he fell out of favor with me for good reasons. But to give him credit, he was a good player. He was a good blitz player, at least. He used to play Queen B6 all the time. This doesn't look like the best, though. This does not look like the best way for black to handle that situation. Now he has a serious problem. Why the heck didn't he just castle? I'm sorry, I know he can't castle, but okay, knight, queen a5. I'm ahead of myself. He should play queen a5. After queen a5, he's going to castle, and he's going to be okay, you know. But after this move, it's not the same because he can't castle. And he may never castle if I have my way. Queen e5, my knight's hanging, Pukro, on c3. That's the entire point, right? Queen a5, this is under attack. So I thought about sacking my sacking a rook or whatever I'm down, but I think I have enough compensation for the pawn, but it's not enough, you know. Now I like white, as does Magnus. Bishop takes c6, check, pawn takes c6, queen d6, queen e6, and black stays alive. Bishop c5 is definitely a consideration. You know, I don't know if I should have taken on c6 or not, because my bishop is really, it's also a defender. You know, it's an attacker, but also a defender. Yeah. If knight e7, I just take on b7 now, which looks really devastating. I don't think he's going to be able to survive here with his king in the center. He missed his window of opportunity. He shouldn't be able to survive. Let's put it that way. Your secret opening, PGS soccer is like the secret opening of 3% of the world chess population. Not to take away from it. Now, h3 is a good move, but the problem with that whole stuff is that everybody's playing it. It's totally trendy, you know. You're going to find that I think if you play that, you're a little bit late on the bandwagon. It's like starting internet poker in 2019, or starting online poker, you know. It is late. It is late. Black is not safe here, obviously. Bishop takes c6 is a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, so look at it. Look at this. This is interesting. Bishop e3. I've never played this, but it's probably worth a try. So the Stockfish says that Bishop c5 is the refutation. Oh snap! But it's not. It's not clear. Let's check this out. This is worth looking at. Wow. So Bishop e3 is a theoretical novelty. Is he playing this move too early, I wonder? Let's see, cd4, knight d4, bishop e7, castles. Does anybody play queen b6 now? I mean, that's basically wasting a tempo, isn't it? Yeah, so it makes sense. cd4, knight d4, queen b6. Very rare line. The engine says I can play these other moves. e6, e3 is actually a pan-up Bafanic with colors reversed. That's funny. I played this position with black, with the tempo down. So this bishop e3 is a fun try. So it's like bishop c5 best according to the engine. Wow, this is interesting. New theory here. Knight a4. It's like a French. Knight a4, queen a5 check, or queen b4 check, queen a5 check, bishop d2, bishop b4. And now I take on c6. It's just another endgame. White is microscopically better. Anyway, fun game. Interesting. Something to think about. Welcome back, WJ. Vicarious, you disappeared during our simul game. Guys, this is my last game for today. Maybe my last game ever. If I lose. Vicarious disappeared during the simul. What's up, Bob? Bob's screaming no. What happened, Bob? What happened? Did you step on a Lego or something? I don't know. Don't know much about this player, but he's beaten me twice. 2-0. Working on 3. He's in trouble because he abandoned his simul game against me. Was it simul game? He's going to be on the blacklist soon. Can't abandon. Maybe he is, Bob. Maybe he is. Could be. We never will know. We need your detective prowess. Yeah, mostly you're supposed to play bishop e4. You could do a King's Indian of sorts. Time enough, Nimzo. Which I've played a lot. Well, a few times. Anyway. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe he's here. Maybe he's with us. Hard to say, JCS. I think he's lurking somewhere. In spirit, at least. Not really a critical line here by white. Last time I got my bishop trapped in a similar variation against him in the simul. He's used 15 seconds. Reminds me of someone, doesn't it? Now, do I take with the pawn or with the queen here? With the queen, I guess. That's strange that he allowed this pawn structure damage. Seems like a strange decision. People are strange, according to Jim Morrison. This is for Antonio, purveyor of the Budapest Gambit. Why don't I just play bishop c6? Isn't that the point? When was this account created? The ratings are right. The ratings are right there. Lots of bullet, primarily bullet, or no? He's actually got more blitz than bullet. Did you gift sub this account recently, Bob? Mm-hmm. Anyway, guys, this is our last game. Whoever it is. Bishop f6 is sort of lame, but there was really no reason to let me double his pawns. What would Mule Skinner, sorry again. What would Morales do? Not Feingold, but close. Wow, that's a crazy move. White just played g3. Well, whatever. Yeah, I don't think most people would play g3 in that position. That is an exceptional idea. White is obviously primarily a bullet player, I would think. Despite having more blitz than bullet games, it looks bullety based on speed of play. You should be able to gang up on this pawn. Easier said than done. D5. It's not interesting. It's going to take Black a lot of work to win this. Maybe we have to find, I don't know. Yeah. I think our suspicions are right about this. D5 is rook d1. Then maybe I can try something. What though? It's just kind of awkward after that. I guess I have to. Try to make this queenside majority work. It's hard to keep up with him. The other possibility is Cheesy Noob. You guys remember him? I thought they were different people. I'm definitely confused now. I think they're different trolls. Arsenal fan, he's always behind the times. Keeping up with your latest chess stream gossip. Unbelievable. Cheesy's watching. Of course, dude. Yeah, I'm not going to play this guy anymore. Because it's one of those two. It was Bob who gift subbed them. It doesn't matter which one it is. Anyway, guys, leaving on a good note. Probably, I would assume, it's only you. You're the master of suspicious gift subs. Atlanta Gambit got a gift sub. Strange that he's a legitimate player, Bob. Very strange. You could say almost unbelievable defense here. White finding any possible resource to stay alive, where most people would have lost the way. The bishop e3 line will be refuted, but not with what Stockfish says. Interesting. Wow. This has to be winning. We will win. Lots of pawns. 3 connectors. Mr. Slowhand, wow, donation. Last game of the week until we're back on November 10th. He got 1,000 donation in. Tremendous, thank you. Ending the stream week with 1,000 donation from Mr. Slowhand. We managed to win this. Black is victorious. So that was fun though. I didn't think I was going to pull it off. Alright guys, Mr. Slowhand, wow, thank you for the donation. Mr. Slowhand takes out Jim at the last minute to win the bit, or Jim's still the gift sub king. And the Greek gift sub king, that's cheesy. The Greek gift king. Mr. Slowhand, Mr. Mr. Jim, Mr. Coffee, WJ Loof, Merle Dixon, Warnaki. Thank you guys for your donations. We're going to be back November 10th with... we're going to be back November 10th. We're going to be playing a simul on November 10th. It's 6:30 p.m. European time. So wish me luck. I'll be traveling next week and get set up. And fresh from my first Hungarian Team Championship game, I'll be doing the simul on that Sunday. I hope you don't miss me too much, Bob. Just think about the Ponda. And I'll see you guys on the other side of the ocean. Thank you. You guys are the best. Bye-bye. Wow, another 1,000 donation. Wow, awesome, man. Thank you, Mr. Slowhand. Thank you guys. You're the best. Good luck with evacuation. I would call it evacuation. Thanks, everybody. Mr. Slowhand Grind with 3,000 bits donated. You guys are the best. Seriously, I'm out of here. I will see you next, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. No simul, guys. No streams till next Sunday. Bob, man, I wanna ban you, but I can't do it. All right, man. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.